僕はあのひたす everyone. Welcome to the Turf Wars live draft. This is an event put on by Rogues Gallery. I am Strom Carlin. I am here with our producer Crazy and my co-host Packrat. Packrat, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty excited about this event actually. So, if you guys haven't heard of Turf Wars yet, it is a North American team league put on by Rogues Gallery, like I said before. The format is 4 teams of 6 players, which we will be deciding tonight. And it was an invite-only tournament for top North American players. So I'm very excited to present this event to you all, and I hope you enjoy the live draft tonight.
Yeah, and so for the live draft, we're going to be doing just kind of your fantasy football classic. We have a snake draft. So the captains played a King of the Hill last week to determine the order of the draft. And so it's going to be Dragon as the first pick, then Striker, then Raz, then Jayun, and then the pick order will reverse. So then Jayun has the 5th pick, Raz has the 6th, Striker 7th, Dragon 8th, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
We'll be showing you in a second here what the available board of players is they have to pick from, and then we'll hear from the captains.
Yeah, so we did have the King of the Hill event. Both of these events, the King of the Hill and the live draft, are in response to our Matcherino for this tournament, which kind of exploded. So we met all of our stretch goals with much to spare. So thank you guys for your support. And I hope you enjoy this draft tonight as a result of that. Now, I think that is about enough of me and Packrat talking. So I think it's about time we introduce our captains. First up, the winner of the King of the Hill, which is Dragon, King of North America, Canadian Protoss player. How are you doing tonight, Dragon? And how do you feel about getting first pick in the King of the Hill? Is he not here?
Oh, he
I
is.
think he's muted.
He is muted. Hopefully, he's going to unmute himself.
Loses the first pick again, 2 times. Very sad.
All right. So Dragon is not present. Oh, there he is.
There
Dragon.
You wanted to skip first pick?
Sorry, Dragon. All decisions were final.
Yeah, you forfeited first pick by not being here. So, anyways, as I was saying, we have our first pick tonight is going to be Dragon. You did win the King of the Hill. How are you feeling tonight? And how do you feel about that win?
Yeah, I kind of already know who I'm going to pick, so I got somewhat of a plan, I guess, depending on how things go.
So clear priority of players that you want to see in your team?
Yeah.
That's good. Were you kind of planning on getting first pick after the King of the Hill, or were you worried about losing that tournament?
I wasn't too worried about losing the King of the Hill. I was actually kind of surprised that I lost to Raz one game. But he played pretty well.
Another reason why he loses first pick. Continue. Just let it keep wrapping them up. Just wrap them all up, man.
All right, so that was Raz that we have there. We have a American Protoss player. Raz, you're playing for GTB in BWCL, and we see you frequently in Nation Wars. And as Dragon just mentioned, you did manage to take a game off him in the King of the Hill, which alongside the RNG factor put you as 3rd pick in the draft. What do you have to say to that comment?
It's fine. He probably stream snipe me in the next game, just like Striker. I see how it is around here. Getting picked on by everybody else.
How do you feel about the player pool accessible to you tonight?
I think there's a lot of good players. It's definitely going to be a fun draft. I think there's a lot to go around, so it's going to be an overall great event just with everyone participating. So it's okay that I'm 3rd. I think there's still enough talent to pick from later. I don't think there's any one player that's beyond all of the other players to pick.
Do you think that you know who Dragon is going to pick first, and do you think you have a strategy available to you to counter that?
So I think I know probably one of the 2 that are going to be his choice, and so hopefully we'll be able to get what I want off the board and get the strongest team possible.
All right, so our 2nd place King of the Hill winner captain was Striker, American Zerg player coming up in the last year. We did see him in BSL, and I believe you're also playing in Nation Wars, right, Striker?
Yep.
How is that going? Nation Wars, BSL, lots of events recently.
Good.
Yeah, Nation Wars, we're doing pretty well. US is looking at placing second after Poland and then entering the playoffs. Yeah, so things are pretty good.
How do you feel about the player pool tonight?
It's pretty good. I didn't realize there were so many good players that were active. I guess I had seen each of them at some point, but when you list them all out together, it's quite a list.
Who do you think is the most underrated player on this list?
It's a tough question. I think a lot of people are relatively unknown, so I feel like a lot of names here would, be considered underrated.
The
Yeah,
classic,
for sure.
classic answer, non-answer. I like it. I like it. Standard pre-draft material.
All right, Packer, do you want to announce our last captain?
Oh yeah, sure. So last we have Jaeyoon, who is only the slightest hint of salty about the way the King of the Hill shook out.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your place in the draft, and what's your strategy to use the double pick to your best advantage?
Yeah, I'm really salty, but I guess I expected it, so I can't really complain there. I don't know. I mean, I think Raz and Tom Brown are pretty close. So like, I feel like because I'm salty, I just want to like screw over people and like steal their best friends and stuff. So I'll probably take Tom Brown away from him.
Gonna go for the psychological damage. I see.
Yeah.
And,
Raz, do you
how
have
do you-
anything to say to that?
I feel like everyone's teamed up against me. Does anyone else feel like that? I feel like there's a lot of hate towards Raz right now. I don't know what I did to everybody. I don't know what it is, but he's got to do what he's got to do. I have to do what I have to do. I'm just looking at who's in his dojo. I'll just pick from that. I'm just gonna look at his list real quick. I'm gonna start taking back.
That's not good.
So JY, how do you feel about the availability of players of different races? I know you're on record as thinking that Protoss is, and I quote, easy. It seems like we have just like a slightly small number of Protoss players available. Is that can be a high priority for you to pick?
I don't know. I don't know why the other people play other races, to be honest. But I don't know. It's not up for me to decide. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, to be honest, I don't even know like a lot of the people. But we'll try to. I don't know. Maybe I'll pick an old Protoss team just to screw around with other people.
Hey, Jaeyoon, since your recent foray into Protoss playing, do you even care about your dojo anymore? Is Raz's threat empty?
No, I mean, I'm just like doing research for the other side. Eventually, I'll be back to Zerg one day.
One day. One
One
day indeed. All right. We do have some of the players in here as well, but we will get started with calling on them for comments as we begin the draft. I think it's probably about time to turn this over to Dragon. What do you think, Packrat?
Sounds good to me. I'm ready to hear the first pick.
What do you think, Dragon? Who are your options here?
All right. Well, it's either Boa or Cross, and I pick Boa.
All right.
Going right out with it.
Wow, goes against his countrymen. I understand.
Very decisive. Crossy, how do you feel about Dragon picking Boa over you? Is he here? I unmuted him, but he's still muted.
He is, but he's muted on his own.
All right. Never mind. We can't get Crossy's opinion, I guess.
Here he comes. Here he comes, I think.
Oh, yeah. He undeafened. Crossy. Dragon says that you and Boa are the top picks of this draft, and he's picking Boa over you. How do you feel about this? No, he's still muted.
Too
Never
mad
mind.
to speak.
Too angry.
Furious.
Broke his mic.
Mike
All right.
Mike in shatters on the ground.
Absolute
Mike is
rage.
All right, so we do have Boa going to team 1 with Dragon.
It seems our next pick goes to Striker.
Yeah, so I've been doing a little thinking, and recently I've been reading about the internets, and I just want to say that this guy has just been involved in some drama lately, and I think it'd be good for the publicity of this my team if I added him. He's also a pretty good player, but that's sort of secondary to the drama that he sort of is involved in right now. So I'm gonna pick Cross.
All
All
right.
right, we
Can
have
you,
Crossy and
uh,
Boa.
Wow.
can you elaborate on some of the drama he's been in? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like,
I don't always stay on
I
top
heard-
of all the hot NA gossip.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I heard that Packrat was actually not on Discord today, so it was just a rumor. But
It's rare.
yeah, I mean, I was watching the internets, and it seems like he was getting into some arguments with Telecom, and I noticed that he Telecom 2-0'd him in Nassau 1, and I realized that Telecom wasn't in the roster this time. So I was like, all right, well, Cross's natural enemy is not even here, so he should have a pretty good chance of winning.
Yeah. Plus, you got to imagine he's hungry for a chance at redemption after that embarrassing egg on the face moment
Yeah.
of
So I think he has a
losing
lot
in
to
a
prove.
yeah.
hey,
Sounds pretty
Spectre,
interesting.
how do you feel about Crossy's recent BSL results?
Oh, he was in BSL?
He wasn't in BSL. He would have done really well if he was though.
Yeah, I think he would definitely get to like round of 16 at least.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
kind of
that
a-
definitely makes him a good pick. I mean, maybe he can even counter Boa, who made it to round of 8.
Probably.
Does anyone know if Boa has lost to a Zerg yet in BSL?
He lost to Ziki, I think.
Yeah,
Nice,
it was
nice.
1-2 against Siki.
Mhm. Oh, he's invincible.
All right, I think our next pick is going to Raz. What are your
All right.
options here, Raz? Crossy and Boa, both very strong North American players, been grabbed immediately by Dragon and Striker. Do
I
you think they
assume
made
that
the right decision?
I think so. I think those guys are the two top guys right now in the North American scene for sure. So I kind of anticipated they would be gone. That was always a hope that I would maybe get a chance to get them, but I kind of expected they wouldn't. So I kind of have to pick based on what I thought would happen anyway. So this is going to help me in other games as well as on Remastered. But I'm going to go with someone else who's been involved with a little bit of drama. I'm going to go with the Big Jip.
All right, we have Boa, Crossy, Gypsy. Now, I would love to hear from Gypsy, who I'm going to unmute right now. How do you feel about Crossy and Boa both being drafted before you?
Hello? Am I unmuted?
Oh, you're
You're
unmuted.
unmuted.
I mean, the real first pick is this guy right here because I'm gonna not drop a single game in this event, and I'm gonna steamroll everyone in North America and show you guys what the actual high skill is. So, basically, Dragon and Striker have no clue what they're doing when it comes to drafting because I actually have Boa and Cross on farm as well as most of the NA roster. Dragon's probably the only person I don't have on farm, but I'm gonna basically change that, and he's gonna regret not picking me first.
I mean,
heard it here first. Guaranteed, no games dropped.
That's what I'm talking about.
all right, I did see recently that you were playing games with Boa on your stream, and I think the time that I tuned in, you were up 2-1 on him. So,
Yeah, well, I
Not all
prefer
big
not
facts.
talking about practice games. Those are kind of private matters there. But and Bo is Bo and Crossy are obviously probably the safe choices. They've had tournament results and stuff like that. But the fact that these people actually think it's between Cross and Boa and not the Big Jip is actually kind of insulting because, I mean, it's quite obvious that that's not the case. So.
I mean, on top of skill, currently you are streaming a lot, putting a lot of hours in the game. How much do you think current form affects your ability to win games in best of one format, as far as like past results and consistent skill?
Well, I mean, past results don't mean anything. It's always their current form. You can win a tournament last year, you can win a tournament last month, and if you're not playing, you're going to be bad. So it's always about the current form.
And how do you feel about your current form?
I'm not even near my peak. I'm basically at the top of the mountain, but I'm still not even halfway up. So I'm still on the grind up there. And I mean, once I get there, I'm pretty close to Super Saiyan already. So people better watch out.
All right. Seems like Raz, and Gypsy are going to be together on Team 3.
I think Rossi has some words. You should unmute him.
Did he
Alright.
come back? I will unmute Crossy.
Here, he's been
Oh,
here.
he's unmuted. Well, I unmuted him before and he wouldn't talk.
He has to unmute
I mean,
himself.
he has to unmute himself, yeah.
He does have to unmute himself.
If he doesn't unmute himself, he cannot participate. He is not server muted currently.
Dude,
Just slightly shy.
Yeah,
And or livid. We can't tell yet.
yeah. I mean, it remains to be seen, truly.
After Gypsy is speaking, he broke his mouse now. Way to go. Just his keyboard's left. Everyone leave Crossy alone.
And the man is losing hardware left and right.
All right, I think that if Crossy isn't here, we go to our next picks, right?
We'll have to get the Crossy hot take after JY makes his picks. He's got the double, so it'll give him plenty of time to go shop for a new mic.
All right, so we have Jaeyoon up now, who is going to get 2 picks in a row since we are using a snake format for this draft.
Yeah. I don't know why these people think that Bo and Cross are the top picks, because honestly, Hawk is probably the best player around here. So people are just they're snoozing, to be honest. So my picks can be Hawk, and he's gonna slam everybody.
All right. Seems good.
All
We
right.
have Hawk here actually. Can we get a word from the man himself? See what he thinks about his valuation.
All right, Hawk.
Okay. Yeah. So I think it's a good pick, and I think that's right, Jaeyoon. You know, definitely. It's definitely right. Not gonna lose. So we'll see whether Boa, Crossy, and I don't know who that third person was. Just whoever that was. We'll see whether those were the right pick.
All right, Hawk, you had maybe a small period of inactivity before we had you here on Foul Play NA to play Red Duck. But I keep seeing that you've been practicing recently. How do you feel like your form is right now?
Yeah. If I get some sleep, if I'm feeling good, I don't think anyone in NA is too much of an issue, but we'll see. But for this one, I really liked that. I really liked that Jaeyoon was the one to choose me, because he did get last in the Koth, and so if I'm trying to come back and show where I'm at skill wise, it doesn't say much if I were to have to play him in the tournament, or sorry, in the round robin, than in the tour. But if I'm on his team, then that won't happen. And that means I'm more likely to play the better players, the better captains, the ones that aren't Jaeyoon. So I do appreciate that he did that for me.
No problem, man.
Sorry, I had to take the shot.
Team 4 off to a good start on the teamwork platform. Really, really cohesive unit so far. Good job, JY. Good job. I like it.
Yeah, we gotta get some fun team names. We don't have any like super big name sponsors, Where's our like ASTL money, man? Gotta get like 4 different companies to sponsor these teams.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking of asking them to come up with, seeing how we have this whole 1920s theme going, some kind of like gang style, 1920 criminal gangster name for your teams. So
well, while
as
we
you
give
guys
JY
are sitting here listening to these drafts, think of team names.
We'll give JY some time to think about his next pick. It seems we have Cross finally ready to chat. Got the fresh mic. Got it out of the clan packaging.
Oh, he's here.
Cross.
He's unmuted, but I can't hear him.
There's no little green circle.
He's trying really hard. I'm sorry, Cross.
We are good at computers, I swear.
Fighting back his tears right now.
Yeah, his mic worked fine on the mic check, so I'm not sure what's up with that. He's definitely not muted. We'll just leave him unmuted in case he figures it out.
Every time we go to him, he gets one more step. So like he wasn't unmuted at all, then he was. So next time he'll speak. He'll be unmuted and spoken by the next time we go to him.
By the end of the day, we will hear what Cross thinks. All right, but gonna go to JY for his second pick in a row here.
All right.
How do you feel about the rest of the pool that's left, Jane?
I think we're missing a couple of players. That was on the thread, but I think it's pretty good overall. I mean, obviously there's like a lot of good NA players that are like inactive right now, but overall it's still a good player. I mean,
we did have to run the lineup by the esports cabal, so
Yeah,
there was a little bit of they did have some things to say about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
understood.
Not all of our players got approved,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty strict process. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it time?
I think it's time for your
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah, what do you think?
Who you got?
All right. So there's only a first place prize, right? There's no second.
No prize for second.
All right. So
You're not
here's
first,
how it's
you're
gonna go. Honestly, I think the team to beat is Dragon's team. I've got 2 Zergs on my team. Well, I guess I don't know what I am, but I guess I'm a Zerg. But honestly, we'll just probably keep it Zergs, and then we'll just make my team and Striker teams a coin flip, right? So I don't really care about Cross or Striker. We'll just pray that the ZVZs just come out on our side, and then Raz and Jip's pretty good TVZ. So can't really do anything there. I don't think there's any Protoss left that could beat Jip anyways. So, and I don't think any of the Terrans can beat him anyways. So we'll just leave the big Jip where he is. So we're just gonna go with Zergs.
Okay. Hold on one second.
You know what I mean?
I want to
What?
hear from the one, the only Rogues Gallery observer, Tim. Tim, how do you feel about Jane saying that you are not a Protoss
I'm
Gypsy?
deeply insulted that you think I can't beat Gypsy. This is unbelievable. Especially, I mean, I just steamrolled you in Desert Strike not even an hour ago. Like, clearly I'm a master tactician.
Yeah, but I think your PVZ is like better though. That's like I saw your PVZ.
You got me there.
You know what I mean? Like PVZ is the easier matchup, obviously.
You got me there, but I'm still hurt.
No, but we're going with the all Zerg team, and we're gonna. I'm gonna basically go after Dragon's team, and we're gonna rattle his team, and because we all know that Dragon dodges my PVZ. He wants me to play Zerg against him, and so we can all call him out next time we fight. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go with Tom Brown.
All right. And we see that is a double boon for Jayon here, because he is both messing with Raz plans as he predicted, and also getting an all Zerg team. Raz is the close friend of Brown. How do you feel about this pick?
I'm disappointed. Brownie's teammate. We started GTB together. We train a lot together. We play a ton of games, so this will make things a little bit more difficult for me for sure if I have to match up with him, and difficult for him because we practice probably every day together. So definitely messes it up.
All right, Jayon already messing with everyone's plans. Seems pretty accurate. Crossy, do we have you on voice yet?
Oh, this is his moment.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got him.
We got him.
All right, Crossy, how do you feel about Dragon picking Boa over you as the first pick of this team league?
I'm very disappointed to Dragon because I thought he was gonna pick me because we were good friends. But he picked Boa, so I'll make him regret picking Boa by beating his team.
Crossy, do you think you can take Boa in a best of 1?
Oh yeah, for sure.
How you feeling about the rest of the draft panning out overall? You think Raz and JY are making the correct choices?
Yeah, but I want to see more because only 2 players per team yet. So,
Yeah,
but so far I think that's like that's what I expected. Boa, me, Gypsy, and Hulk for the first pick. So it's gonna be interesting to see who they're gonna pick more after.
How do you feel about JM creating a Zerg team to take down a Protoss team? Do you think that is the correct approach, or do you think PVZ is actually just easy, like JM does?
I don't think that's a good idea, personally.
So
Yeah,
if you were a captain, that's not how you would do it, huh?
no.
No. Who would you be looking to get your hands on if you were the captain? If you
I
could
think-
advise Striker on his next pick.
I would pick Terran because I see so many Zergs on the list. So definitely we want to have Terran here.
Who do you think's the strongest Terran left on the list?
I see Red Dog and Whip.
Which one of them do you think's better at TBZ?
I personally think Red Dog is better, but I heard Whip is also a very good player, so I think they're about equal.
All right. Glad that we finally got to hear from you, Crossy. We maybe call upon you again to advise Striker in future rounds.
Yeah.
All right, I think we have Raz's pick up next.
Yeah, so I'm gonna definitely bounce off what Crossy just said. It was kind of in my mind. I think the best two players left in the pool right now are both Red Duck and Whip. Just overall performances. So for me, I'm gonna pick a guy who's done really well in Nation Wars. I think he's has 3-1, 4-1 in Nation Wars. He has a TVZ win against Eon very recently. So not that I want the All-Terran team, at least I'm a Protoss, but I am going to take Red Duck for me.
All right, Red Duck is going to Team Raz. Now, I have one more person to ask about this, because I think that probably we could say Gypsy is North America's top Terran, and I personally would like to know who he thinks is the best Terran player in the pool. Who would he pick for this tournament? If you had to pick a
Wait,
Terran
am I
player.
talking now?
You're talking now. Hello, Gypsy.
What's the question?
So
I mean, I'll say this: Raz made a huge mistake. I don't know why he's picking Terran. There's some really great Protoss players here, like Tim and Just. Those would probably be my go-to picks. Some of the Zerg players. Actually, let me whip out the player roster here real quick, guys, because I don't want to talk about the Terrans.
Even my own team hates me.
Gypsy, if you join the Discord stream on the channel that
Oh,
you're
that's
at,
right. Yeah. Here's it. Okay, who's the best Terran? I mean,
including Red
those
Duck.
are all-
Including Red Duck.
I mean, Red Duck's okay. I don't think he's necessarily that much above everyone else. I haven't seen Whip play at all, to be completely honest. Nesh is someone that has a lot of potential, and he's a really strong player, but he's a family man. So, but honestly, if you look at the Zerg, with that Galaxy guy, apparently he's all right. Someone picked Brown already. I think Just and Tim are by far probably the best picks here. And I'm actually quite sad that my captain has no idea what he's doing, but it's okay.
Man,
You
Chip's
know-
always hating on me, bro. Chip's always getting on me on stream the
But I
other
like
day. I
Raz,
was trying to
he's
help
he's
JY
an
out on
alright guy.
stream. PVT, he yells at me. Playing Among Us, he always picks me, even though it's not me. Man, a lot of hate out here.
Sensing a little bit of division in Team Raz already. It sounds like Gypsy does not approve of the draft war room's decisions thus far.
If you want to win, don't pick Terran.
Well, if the queen,
Unless you're Gypsy.
if the queen had balls, she'd be king. So sorry.
All right. Well,
All right,
for our
good to
next
hear
pick,
from Gypsy.
for our next pick, we got Striker. He's been pseudo advised by Cross to pick a Terran. We'll see if he takes the advice. Striker, who are you going with?
I'm going with Whip. I was wanting to pick a Terran. It looks like Raz's team is self-destructing, and JM's team is all Zerg. So I think picking a Terran is a good choice here.
Given that you got both Dragon and Boa to contend with in the well-known to be unwinnable matchup of PvT, You still not concerned about using your second pick on a turn?
No, I'm not concerned at all. I mean, I think Cross and Whip and I can easily take them out, so I'm not worried at all.
All right.
Do you? I think I heard somewhere. Do you practice with Whip?
I've
Individually.
played him once or twice. I played him in Nation Wars actually once, but other than that, not too many times.
I practice with Whip now after the last Rogues Gallery matches that we had. Him and I practice a lot now.
All right, that was Foul Play NA number 3, I think.
Yeah.
3 or 4. Where
Yeah.
Raz took out Whip 3-1. So it's good to hear. Good to hear you guys have found practice partners out of that event. But maybe you'll have the chance to take him out again in this event. So we do have 2 more Terrans drafted. So no one is listening to Gypsy's advice. Justin, Tim remain undrafted. We don't have Justin here.
I kind of want to hear from Tim again. The Protoss race, getting some disrespect.
Yeah.
I got nothing to say.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I see Tim beating all these Zergs on occasion, and he's just being completely passed over. Nothing else to say, Tim?
Nah.
All right.
All right, we're all the way back to Dragon, who hopefully is not falling asleep by now. Though unfortunately, the benefit of getting the first pick comes the downside of also getting the 8th pick.
How do you feel about the picks that happened so far, Dragon? Is it kind of as you expected, or what do you think?
Yeah, pretty much exactly what I expected, except I thought that Raz would pick Tom Brown first. So that was a bit of a surprise. But it's come to the point that I thought it would. So I had a couple players in mind that I want to pick.
All right, who are the players on your mind before you tell us the final decision?
Well, that would be telling you the same thing.
Well, you said you had a couple players on your mind.
Well, because I have 2 picks now, right?
You do.
Oh yeah, true. Okay. So only 2. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I think most of like the top tier of any players have been picked so far. So at this point, I gotta look at well, like the top 2-3 players will kind of dictate like which team is strongest and when. And in my opinion, now it's time to look at the 2 vs 2, which I think has been kind of neglected so far. So with that in mind, Jiraiya is going to be one of my picks. And I think I'll go with Tim for the other, because I think he might be the strongest player left versus 1.
All right, so we do have Jiraiya and Tim are going to go to Team Dragon. So Jiraiya has been playing 2v2, I think, in Nation Wars, USAB, and Tim played in Nation Wars as well, but on USAB, but I'm not sure if he's still playing. But finally, he does get picked. Tim, how do you feel about being on Dragon's team?
Well, I have no problem being on a team with a ton of Protoss. I mean, I think it's just the way to win, honestly.
All right, so
lineup? Yeah, I think it's a great lineup. I mean, Boa is definitely in contention with Cross, I think, for being the top 2 players in North America. So glad we got on a team with Boa. Can't go wrong there. Dragon's also up there, top players in North America. So yeah, I think we got a strong team. And Jiraiya is definitely one of the best 2v2 players. So
I'd like to hear from Raz, I think, on the quality of the 2v2 pool. I know Raz has a little bit of experience playing some 2v2. Raz, what do you think about the available players and how that's going to affect the 2v2 set in the tournament? Because it is going to be in every match.
So I think it's definitely something that's important. I mean, I wouldn't say I have a ton of experience in 2v2. Striker and I have been kind of working through it together for USAA, doing our best. But I think there are a couple other picks in here that do qualify both for 1v1 and 2v2 that are good choices.
You're not worried too much about the depth of the field there?
Well, I mean, it's That's something that's going to be tough. I think not everyone on this pool is a 2v2 player, and I think we're going to have a lot of teams that are going to mix match, just saying, all right, these two guys are going to play together based on race, and we're going to put them together to play those events.
All right, sounds good.
Right. So the 2v2, the probably the most known 2v2 player on this list goes to Dragon. Very strategic choice. Dragon, do you feel like having Jiraiya on your team is going to make the 2v2 almost a sure win for you? Or do you feel like there's other 2v2 players on this list that will maybe make things difficult for you in some matches?
I wouldn't say it's a sure win, but I think Jiraiya is possibly the best 2v2 player in the tournament. Basically, since I saw Ega was playing originally, but I don't know, he got removed or something. And I'm not really that familiar with the 2v2 scene, but I know that Jiraiya is good 2v2, and I know that Ego's good 2v2, and those are like the only two players that stood out to me that were known for their 2v2 ability. So I wanted to get one of them at least.
Right. Yeah, Egyu was in the tournament originally, but he got busy, so he had to duck out for this one. But we will have future events, so hopefully he will be able to play in that. There were a couple players that were a little bit busy around this time of year.
A while ago, I think like last season of Nation Wars or something, Jiraiya and Seriosity were playing 2v2. I forget if it was like USA A or USA B. And then from that, Seriosity became like a legit strong 2v2 player. And he and I 2v2'd for BWCL for Team Naz. And we actually won the finals in the 2v2 match. Like just me and him. Like we haven't ever played 2v2 before, except for those last two games. I think a lot of that had to do with how good Jiraiya is at 2v2 and coaching Seriosity. So I was kind of aiming for him from the start if I could.
All right. Very strategic pick here from Dragon. I do want to kind of clarify one rule before we go on to the next pick. All of the captains and the players know this, but just for the audience, you will see that they're going to be best of fives every week. But there is a rule in the tournament which requires all players to be fielded for a 1v1 at least once in the tournament. So that's kind of just to make sure that the lower end of the pool, the picks still matter as much as the top end. So just keep that in mind as you're watching the rest of the draft.
All right, and next up, I think we got a Striker, right?
Yep.
All right, Striker, who's your pick?
See if anyone on my team has any strong opinions, I'll hear them. I think Cross is the only one, but I was thinking of picking a Protoss.
All right, should we hear what Cross has to say? Are you asking for advice, Striker?
My mind is mostly made up, but if there's an urgent
all right, Cross.
Thing,
if you're here and you feel the need to weigh in, you are welcome to.
Yeah, and also I was also thinking we need a Protoss here because we have 2 Zerg and 1 Terran, so now we need a Protoss to balance our team.
All right, the 3 Protoss players left are Just, Crane, and SFCA, one of our 2 Mexican players. What are your guys' overall opinions on these 3 Protosses?
I've played Just many times. I honestly haven't really heard of the others, so yeah, I'm just gonna go with Just.
How do you feel about that, Crossy?
Yeah, I'm happy with that too. Just is a very, I think he's very underrated player. So it's kind of very lucky for us that we can choose Just in the fourth round.
All right, so Just also a Rogues Gallery caster, and he has also been, I think, streaming a lot lately, along with some other players on this list. I think notably Whip has started streaming lately, so maybe someone can post his Twitch in the Twitch chat if you know it. It's Whip1919 if you're looking for another NA turn player to watch. But all right, Just is gonna go to Team Striker.
All right, and next up we got Raz, the eternally picked on picked apart by his own team. What's gonna be the next play?
All right, can we hear from Gypsy so we can get out of the way? Let me hear what he's got to say.
All right, yeah.
All right. Let's hear from Gypsy. Gypsy.
Yeah, Captain, I have full confidence in you. Go ahead.
Well, Jim, I was thinking. I'll tell you my thought process. I think taking a Zerg, and I'm thinking of taking a guy who's also good at 2v2. I don't know how active he is 1v1 now, but he is an old teammate, and he did have some good results. I was thinking about taking Galaxy, one of the Mexican players. Thoughts?
Probably sure, whatever, dude. It's your team, man.
I would probably pick between him or taking Machine as the other Zerg option, who will just be a solid 1v1 player. I don't know if he does 2v2 at all.
All right, we do actually have Machine in here. If he is present, Machine, do you have anything to say about that?
Like, I'm basically the best 2v2 player in here, but I never. So like, yeah, if you have doubts in my 2v2 capabilities, like, doubt no more. But I just think in general, I'm basically the strongest person left on this list. You know, like we're starting to get down towards the bottom of the barrel here, and yeah, I mean, it would be probably your best decision. Me just giving you some advice to pick me in order to be on your team, because yeah, it's just what I'm seeing looking at these names here. Let's see, Mir, Galaxy, or Hot Dog Water for sure. Okay, that was a lie. I just wanted to say Hot Dog Water once on stream.
Do you know?
Who is Hot Dog Water?
She's a Canadian Zerg player who race picks PvZ. Her AKA is Aya.
Her name game is like on point, that's for sure.
It is hard to underrate the importance of having a good name.
Yeah, I mean, if you recognize her ID, it might be from, I think she played in a very old CPL season. And she also hung out a lot with Jaehoon Beast, if anybody remembers him, which I'm sure you probably all remember better than me. So that's who Hot Dog Water is. But all right, so we've heard from Machine. What do you think? Are you still gonna go with Galaxy, or are you swayed by the assurances of Machine?
I mean, Machine was just so convincing. I mean, just so convincing right there. I'll take Machine.
All right.
He'll be my next pick.
How do you feel about this, Gypsy? Oh, he's not here. All right.
It's probably better. Let's just skip him.
All right.
Raz is telling me one day.
Yeah, Raz is telling me to please stop asking for the opinions of his teammates. All right. I'll just let Packrat take her from here.
Red Duck, what do you think, Red Duck? Oh, good job. Well done. I like it.
What's this? We got Red Duck on the phone. Yeah, he's talking.
He's typing in. Yeah.
He said great pick.
It seems we've come back around to JY. We have, I believe, 3 Zerg players left. The dream of the all Zerg team is still definitely alive. We're gonna see if he wants to stick with it. What do you think, JY? After seeing the way the draft board is going, you still plan on all Zerg?
Hold on. I think Striker and Raz have some brain damage, to be honest. But well, I guess I already knew that.
Jaehoon? How specifically do they have brain damage? What's
Dude,
going on?
I mean, honestly, dude, Hot Dog Water is like legit, man. And there's a 2-on-2 scene here, so. But I'm gonna consult my my fellow accountant here, Hawk. What do you think? I'm thinking. Okay. Here's what I was thinking. I'll tell you what I was thinking. Easily Hot Dog Water, and then Unko. I think they're both like pretty good picks, unless you think Essen or whatever the hell his name is a good cheeser.
Yeah, for sure.
You think Essen is better than Unko?
Depends what you want. Unko's more consistent, but
Striker and Raz have brain damage. I don't care about them. I just care about beating Dragon's team.
How good is Hot Dog Water? I don't think I've seen them play.
I don't know, but she's good. So she's pretty good.
Okay.
And she's a 2-on-2 player too. So I think we need some 2-on-2 folks. And by the way,
Alright.
Ungo's in the chat, man. Do you think Ungo's better than Essen?
I think you should just ask them if they're actually playing. You know, for those players, it just depends on how much they'll practice on who's better between them.
Yeah.
I would like to say that we invited Unko to join in the live draft, and I believe he was playing games and he declined. Unfortunately.
Says something about the dedication. You know, just can't deny it.
All right, we'll go with hot dog water first.
All right. All right.
And then Unko is what is he's PV? Does he play PVZ?
No, he plays TVP, TVZ, and PVT. So he race picks PVT for instead of TVT.
Picks TVP?
No, he race picks PVT. He plays TVZ and TVP, and then he race picks PVT to avoid the mirror.
He race picks out of the tank stalemate.
Okay, I don't like I mean I'm trying to snipe Dragon's team, right? So I mean I want someone who's got odds to beat either Dragon or Boa.
I think Eason. He can do some cheeses.
Let's go
He can do
Eason.
some- yeah.
Yeah, cheese the hell out of their team.
Is that Striker advising Jayon and Jayon taking Striker's advice?
Wait, I thought that was Hawk.
Oh, was it Hawk?
No, that was Striker. Don't worry about it. That was Striker.
I
let's
can't
go
tell.
Eason.
Everyone's lit up.
Let's go Eason. And I want father. Guys, give me father.
You're hoping for father for last pick?
Yeah, well I guess I don't get the pick, but you know, I mean if I get father, it's over, man. He's a TVP sniper.
So I wanna hear from
Honestly, I got all birds on my team.
So Cross, you were on VT with SFCA and Galaxy, correct? Do you feel like they're getting underrated this far into the draft, or is this about where you think they would be?
I was in VT for a long time, but I didn't really get to play that much, so I honestly don't know how good they are.
All right, I think that actually Tim knows one or both of them from BWCL though. So let's just hear from Tim. Tim, how do you feel about the level of Galaxy and SFCA, and do you feel like they're being underrated in this draft so far?
Well, the last time I played either of them was over a year ago, but they were both pretty strong when I played them. So, I mean, honestly, yeah, I think they're two of the stronger players left.
Anybody know about their BWCL results? They've been doing good in that league.
I have no idea what their current results are now.
What about Unko? I know that you've played a lot with Unko in the past.
Unko's definitely another strong player that's left.
Yeah. Were you expecting him to get drafted sooner?
Yeah, honestly.
All right.
All right.
Well, I think it's we're back to Raz, correct?
Yeah, that seems.
And Raz is staring at a board with a lot of Terrans and
two former
advice to not pick Terran if he wants to win. So
and
this
two
is how that works out.
So I was on VT, both Galaxy and FCA, and they're both pretty strong players. The problem for both of them is they're both extremely inactive. At least when I left the team, like SFCA was barely playing ever. He was just managing things and working and traveling. He was never playing.
So some concern about the consistency and practice regimen.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned that he's gonna even be available to play in matches. Just because of how much he was traveling and was not around our team. I mean.
Okay, I'm getting. Hold on. I am getting a private message from your advisor here asking me to unmute him at lightning speed. Gypsy.
Hello? Pick Nash.
Gypsy,
pick
wait.
Nash. Pick Nash.
Pick Nash, says Gypsy.
Gypsy, Nash over father?
Yeah, Nesh, because Nesh already plays all the time with Machine, and he's actually quite good, and he's probably one of the better players in the pool. underrated because no one plays with him, but he's actually really good.
Okay, all right. I trust Gypsy's advice.
And also,
then.
he's a Terran, and if you're gonna create a clown team, maximum clown team, you should actually just pick all the Terrans because I'll mentor them to becoming unstoppable.
All right, we have a promise
Wow.
from
No,
Gypsy.
I'm kidding.
Mentoring
Raz, you do
Terran.
what you want. You do what
Gypsy's
you
making
do
a
'cause
lot of
you're the
promises.
captain
He's
here.
not going to lose a
Yeah.
match. He's going to mentor the team. I mean, Jim, put a big lot on your plate right now, bud.
Yeah. I'm getting some conflicting opinions here. We've got I'm not gonna lose a map. We've got I'm gonna train all these Terrans to beat everyone, and then we've also got don't pick Terrans, and then we've got advice on picking a Terran. So I'm sensing some conflicting advice here.
Yes.
All right, I'll take Nesh.
All right, we do have Nesh in the chat as well. Oh, unmuted. I'm not sure if he's here or not. Nesh?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, yeah, so I got my clown makeup. I'm ready to go.
All right, Team Clown. I guess this is going to be our team name, Team Clown.
I'm actually an old clown too. I haven't played this game in a while and just came back. So
been in the clowning business a long time.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your number in the team draft here? Do you feel like you've been overrated, underrated?
Probably underrated, but that's good. That means I can take out the people who have underrated me. So that's good.
All right.
Nice. Well, how's the return been? You said you've gotten back to the game recently. Is it like riding a bicycle, or
yeah, more
riding
or
a
less.
really angry bicycle with like 17 wheels and?
Yeah. I mean, I ride a unicycle since I'm a clown, but I just need to start juggling while I'm riding a bicycle. So it's good.
Sounds good.
All right, I would also like to hear from Machine, as Gypsy says that you guys are all practice partners. Do you think this is an advantage coming into this team draft to have people on your team that you already know and play with? Machine and Nesh.
I'd say there's no advantage to any team having any of my friends on their team because we're all basically a bunch of clowns. So like the way I look at this, I just hope the clowns are distributed evenly enough that it doesn't really affect the overall balance of the rest of the good players here. So the fact that Nesh and I ended up on the same team is this could be bad. Like this could be like a little too much clown on the same team. I mean, plus we got Gypsy there too, like obviously another big clown. So yeah, it's gonna be a circus. I'm really
circus.
We have G5 in the chat calling for us to mute you actually. So
yeah.
Yeah, I invited G5 to play in this tournament, and he actually never answered me on Discord. So.
Oh yeah, and then every day he's like, "Wait,
like,
what is this you guys are playing in? I wasn't invited." And then we have to remind him that
we're like we're doing the draft. He's like, "Oh, what's that from?" We're like, "Eric, we tried to get you in it." He's like, "Oh."
Yeah. I believe I messaged G5 and then I messaged Machine and I was like, "Hey, do you want to tell G5 that he should respond to my Discord message?" And Machine was like, "Oh yeah, I'll do that." And then I never heard from him again. That was it.
Busy man.
All right, so we have Team Clown coached by Gypsy, captained by Raz. So, all right.
Well, makeup by Ronald McDonald.
Yeah.
We're gonna win. I feel it already. Circus. Everyone's sleeping on us.
All right. Well,
Tasagi, right?
If Tasagi turns out to be true, the Team Clown is looking good. I think they have more Terrans in this team than every other team combined right now. So it's a strong statement about which race is broken.
All right.
Striker, so we do have I think, Striker, has got the next.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of surprised at the lack of strategy in these picks. I mean, you got Jane picking all Zergs in a map pool that's put us in turn favored. That's just very questionable. I mean, I guess he's a natural clown, so it's kind of expected of him. And then we got, Team Terran over here just picking, Terrans and clowns and stuff. So yeah, I think we're just gonna probably Dragon's probably gonna be the team to beat. which
Who
I
do you
agree with.
think is the clownier team? Raz's team, Team Circus, or Jaeyoon team, Team Clown?
Well, I mean, Jaeyoon is by default the winner here. I mean, he proxies Citadels in PvZ, so I'm not sure if that can be topped by anyone or any
Dude,
team.
I beat you with the proxy Citadel.
But you did not follow through on your promise to two gate on Eclipse and BSL. So can you really be trusted to clown when it counts?
I proxied one of them, so you know.
Does that mean you will be giving 50% in all of these matches going forwards?
I'm good. I like my team. We'll take coin flips on all our best of ones.
All right. So Striker, what's you're
Do you need
dissing the
to?
lack of strategy from everyone else. What's the strategic pick here?
Do you need to hear from your advisor?
Yeah, if anyone has
Can
any
you get
opinions,
Crossy?
let me know. Is
We gotta get Cross back in here. I think Just isn't on the.
We clearly
bill.
have to go for Uncle.
Uncle? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He's the only one I remember playing with, and besides Father and Uncle.
All right.
So yeah, I'll go with Uncle.
Team Striker is decided on Unco.
All right.
Okay, and that leaves us back with Dragon for another 2 picks. Dragon, how do you feel about the player picks until now since your last picks?
I think they're pretty good, pretty reasonable.
Expected? Any upsets?
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
All according to plan.
Yeah, except I don't really know who I'm gonna pick next. I actually like some advice from my teammate here, Tim. If you could put in your 2 cents about who's
I will
the best players
unmute
next.
Tim.
Let me take another look at the remaining players. I think we don't want to have too many Protoss on our team, so I'm hesitant to pick another Protoss because it makes it too easy to practice. Practice when you know the match is coming up against our team, right? Gotta diversify. We have 2 picks here. I think one of them should be Galaxy for sure. And then the other one should be one of the Terran players.
Okay. Well, I did just hear that Galaxy may or may not be even showing up to.
That was SFCA.
Oh, there. It's not him.
They're just for the record, guys. All of the players have checked out on Discord. Like they're all filling out forms. I am able to contact everyone. Anyone who was not contactable has not been included in the player pool. So you should be fine getting a hold of people on DMs.
Okay. Okay, so Galaxy maybe, and then one of the 2 Terrans.
Hey, can I step in here? Can I step in with a comment here?
Sure.
Father's TVZ win rate is 0%. It's literally 0%. So like the second he goes against my team, it's gonna be a walkover. Basically a walkover because he's not even gonna show up, to be honest. And I'm just gonna advise my entire team to just go two hatch lurker into Defiler Rush just to like tilt him forever because that's all he talks about every single day at TVZ. So you don't want to pick Father.
All right, is Father here? I know he has himself deafened. I'm not sure if he's watching the Twitch stream.
Can you confirm? Can you confirm the facts?
I am here.
How do you feel? How do you feel about what JN has just advised Dragon
I mean,
not to pick you?
I wish I could dispute it, but he's just spitting facts. So at the end of the day, I have no way to contest that statement. He's right. It's 0%. It's literally 0%.
0%. So you're also advising Dragon not to pick you. Is that what I'm hearing?
I wouldn't go that far, but just when you're taking it into consideration, you should know that my TVZ win rate is 0%.
All right.
All right. I'm
Right,
also
so you
getting
have
some
some,
advice on the side here from my my teammates. my NAS teammates. I mean, not my Rogues Gallery teammates.
All right, true. Ninjube, I believe, is on NAS, right? NAS B?
He's on NAS B. I don't actually pay much attention to NAS B lately. But I know he's on the team for sure. I think he's not played with them much recently though. Is he in the chat here? See if we can get
Don't believe we have Ninjube in the chat.
No, he's not in here.
Okay. And Crane is also another person I'd be interested in because he's actually an ex-student of mine. I used to coach him in CPL a few seasons ago, and I know he's improved a lot. But
How did he
I
do
might
in
be wrong.
CPL, Dragon?
What's that?
Oh, looks like Ninjube wants... Ninjube, if you join the competitor channel, we can maybe move you in, if your mic's good. We can move you into the live draft.
I'll go check him out.
Okay, thanks, Backrat. All right, can you talk a little bit about your experience with Crane in CPL?
Yeah, he was my student there for a couple of seasons.
Making
one of
good
my better
progress?
teams, I think. What's that?
Did he make good progress?
Yeah, he made
Improve
progress.
lots?
I mean, pretty much everybody did that. My gosh. Not to be too self-flattering here.
All right, looks like Ninjube doesn't have a mic.
No, I have not confirmed Galaxy pick yet. I'm still considering my options.
Yeah, don't worry, Crazy. I'll get them to confirm. All right, so we're still waffling over Father, Ninjube, Crane, Galaxy. Looks like SFCA is off the table for Dragon. Is that correct?
Okay. Yeah, probably not SFCA. I don't really know him, and I don't know if he's gonna be active. So.
Oh, well, Ninjube has just declared his desire to join Team Clown with the other Terran clowns.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything. He messaged me to ask me to put him on the team to get on our team Clown.
So yeah, he's actually gonna buck the trend and not answer the summons of the clan leader and still wants to join the Clown team. How do you feel about that, Dragon?
I think I feel a little bit betrayed here. But on the other hand, if he doesn't want to be on the winning team, that's his problem. I'll leave him to
No,
his
he does want to be on the winning team. That's why he wants to join Team Clown.
Yeah.
Come on, catch on, Dragon.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
They're confused then.
All right. Any final comments from Tim before Dragon makes his picks?
I think I'll just leave it to him. I've said what I wanted to say. I don't have anything else to say.
All right.
Right.
You voted for Galaxy, right?
I will pick Galaxy and Crane.
All right.
Galaxy and Crane. So that's gonna leave Team Dragon without a Terran. Can we get the Big Jib's opinion on this? Is the no Terran team just like a guaranteed win?
All right. What does Gypsy think?
Oh yeah, Dragon's a master strategist, but the reality is, no matter what you do, the Big Jibs and sidekick Raz is gonna come out on top.
All right, so Jip thinks cards are looking down, but gonna pull it out anyway.
All right,
Sounds
we're getting
interesting.
to we're getting to the bottom of the player pool here. We have 2 Terrans and a Protoss player yet. Despite the overwhelming amount of Zerg players in this player pool, we did have them all nabbed up before the last.
We did have one player deliberately taking all the Zergs, which might have contributed to that.
Yeah, Jay and the Master of Zerg, but he will not be able to get a Zerg for his final pick.
JY denied. All right, Striker.
Tough decisions here. I mean, it sounds like Ninjube wants to go to Raz's team, and Father has a 0% win rate against Jay Yoon's team. So
Father's looking like he could be a liability against Team JY with the 0% TVT.
I mean, whoever gets Father will probably, they're basically starting 0-1 against Jane's team, essentially, unless Jane picks him up. So
Unless that person is Jane, could set himself up for the Galaxy Brain play.
Yeah, I don't know much about the other players though.
You also were on NAS though alongside Ninjube, and you were actually on NAS B for a while there. I don't think you are anymore on NAS A, correct?
Yeah, but that's such a long time ago, like a couple months ago is like way past what I can remember, so I don't really know
Yeah.
what happened there.
A case of Zerg brain?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with SFCA.
All right, we have our last Protoss player going to Striker. Let's get Crossy in here one more time, see what he thinks about the final team here. What do you think, Crossy? Think SFCA was the correct pick?
Yeah, it was a correct pick. I think we have the strongest team now. When I
You got the most well-rounded. You have like two already.
2 Terrans, 2 Zergs, 2 Protoss.
Yeah, and then I might say this because I might not know many other players on the list, but I feel like we are the strongest team by far.
All right, we have Team Crossy and Striker. One of the half of the pool here that is not on Team Clown, saying that they are going to win this tournament. All right, so we're down to the final 2 players. Raz, are you going to obey Ninjube's wishes here and get him on your team? Are you gonna consult with Gypsy first?
We've done it every other time. Go ahead, Gypsy. Tell me what you think.
All right, Gypsy.
I went from captain to sidekick real quick. Let's see what happens. let's see how far I've fallen already in just the draft.
What are you thinking, dude?
I personally want Father.
Oh, because I don't want Father.
All right, hey, come on. Let's. All right, let's. I think amongst the two. Okay, Raz, come on. Let's strategize.
Pick Father.
Let's talk about this, JY. Wait. Let's talk about this, JY.
Wait, yeah, let's.
Did you take my man Brownie from me?
Okay, I did, but that's because we have a common enemy, right? Like the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? So you and I need to, we gotta work together on this, all right? You don't want Father because he's gonna have a bad win rate against my team, right? And you've got your eyes on the other teams. Like honestly, my team sucks balls, except that we have a good coin flip chance against Dragon's team, and that's all I'm going for, right? Father's gonna lower your win rate against mine, right? And we're gonna absolutely slam Dragon's team. We're gonna slam Dragon's team so hard. It's not even gonna be funny. They're gonna be like, I don't even know, right? So, but I want
There's a key component missing here.
What?
Gypsy promised to train the entire team. I don't know if you heard that. Not only is he going to win every match, he is going to train the entire
team. How about this? All right, how about this? How about we let Father choose, right? Because honestly, Father's gonna.
Yeah, let's see what Father has to say.
JY proposing a gentleman's agreement. All right.
Dude, Father's gonna lose his mind because Gypsy just absolutely he's gonna smash on Father all the time. But at least he gets to blow off some steam, the JY cord. You know what I mean? So, Father would be a great fit on my team.
I'm at a loss for words. I mean, the instinct in my gut is to get picked on Raz's team so that I'm not picked last. That would feel really good for my ego. But man, it's really hard to say. I mean, yeah, being on Raz's team would be good because then I would get some more training from Gypsy, I guess. But if I was on JY's team, then I get to avoid half the Zergs straight up. But
there you go.
I think, okay, I'm not done yet, JY. 1 second. I think, personally, when you go apply for a job and you do the job interview, it's not as much the questions that you're answering. It's more of the vibe that you give off because you need to fit in with the culture of the corporation, So I think I would fit in better with the clown car squad on Raz's team, personally.
Dude, you're nuts, man. Honestly, we'll pay you more. We'll pay you more, dude.
I
Don't.
know that you guys are offering me more money, but I'm not
Dude.
willing to sell out at this point in my career.
Dude, your
I think-
first job salary is going to make it's gonna like it's gonna change the entire trajectory of your entire career. Don't go with just like the Kool-Aid. I'm telling you, man.
No,
Like
I'm committed.
seriously.
I'm
Dude,
committed.
seriously, dude. Red Duck and Nesh and who's that? Who's the other? Oh, yeah, Machine's kind of cool, I guess. But all right,
Yeah,
all right.
these are my boys. I think I'm at home here.
Damn. All right, all right.
Second father, send him my way.
All right, we're locking it in.
Team Clown Car is here. Get your noses ready. Here we go.
All right, Father goes to Team Raz, and that leaves Jaeyoon with Ninjup. And just like that, we have 4 completed teams. Now, I would like to hear from each team one at a time. I think we'll start with Dragon's team. So I'm going to actually mute everybody on here who is not on Dragon's team. And unmute everybody who is. All right, so I think it's just Dragon and Tim, right?
Yeah.
Am I missing anybody? All right. How do you guys feel about your prospects in this tournament? How do you feel about the team that you guys have arranged? First pick.
Dragon, do you have thoughts? I'll say stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what Jaeyoon is talking about slamming me. Like, how did that coin flip turn into a slam? I'd like to know that.
Yeah. So here's my thoughts. Jaeyoon, I don't know what he was doing. He's made a terrible mistake. He's gonna get absolutely demolished by our team. Like, honestly, like Jaeyoon said he was crafting a team to beat Team Drag, and I think like both of the other teams are way better than his. Like I'm way more scared, especially so I think Striker's team is gonna be the biggest competition. And then yeah, I'm definitely more scared of Team Raz than Team JY.
Right. I mean, I guess you could say that like Dragon, Boa, Tim, Crane are all Protosses that very much prefer their PVZ as their match.
Huge mistake. Like PVZ, yeah. Boa's PVZ is absolutely nuts. My PVZ is better than my PVT or PvP, honestly, at this point.
I know Crane says the same thing. I've heard him say that before.
Yeah, so Jaeyoon just like he threw the draft. It's over.
It's over. Tim says it's over, guys. Do you agree, Dragon? Is it over?
Yeah, I think we might as well name our team like Team PVZ or Team Anti-JN or something. I don't know what he thinks he's talking about.
All right. So that was the official opinion from representation here from Team Dragon. I'm going to go ahead and let's hear from Team Striker. So we have Striker and Crossy. Is there anybody else in here?
I think that's all.
Just Striker and Crossy. All right. How do you guys feel about your team?
I'm feeling pretty good. We got a pretty even distribution of players, and that's good not only in making the lineups but also practice, because I'll be able to practice with these guys a lot more. And having all 3 races is always good for that. And yeah, I think Jaeyoon maybe he might have been inspired by the recent ASL results. That has like top 4, 3 of them are Zerg, but yeah, I just don't see that working out for him. And yeah, I think Dragon's team looks the most formidable, but they're also missing a Terran. And Raz's team has a lot of Terrans, but yeah, I'm not worried about Terrans at all.
Striker, you actually managed to get the only team with all 3 races represented. How do you feel about that? Do you think the
Raz has all 3 because he plays Protoss.
All right, I forgot Raz actually plays.
But Striker does have the most even distribution here with 2-2-2.
This is true.
Was
that part of your strategy, or did that just kind of happen?
My strategy for the first like 3 picks, and then for the others, I think it just ended up that way because of the player pool.
All right.
But yeah, I feel pretty good. I think like, for any 2v2, we can like mix and match the best pair of players, depending on the opponent races. And yeah, I feel pretty flexible with this team.
How about you, Cross? What do you think?
I'm very happy with my team. When I see Dragon's team and Roger's team, they look pretty tough. But when I see Jaeyoon's team, I feel sad for him. I think it's gonna be very easy against Jaeyoon's team. So we will have to practice against Dragon's team and Roger's team if you want to do well in the tournament.
All right, so we have another team. Pick 1 and pick 2. Think that Jaeyoon has made a mistake with his team picks here. Let's go ahead and hear from Team Raz. This is actually the only team that has every player is actually on this voice call available.
Mistakes were
Oh,
made.
except for Red Duck.
We got almost all though.
Almost all of them.
What were we thinking? 4 Terrans?
Really like
everyone.
Everyone can say anything what they want, but it's only 3 1v1 sets, so we can use one race of each in each of the 1v1 sets, even though we have 4 Terrans.
It's true. I'm joking. But no,
I
I'm
love
pretty
that the bar for our team is so low that no matter where we place, I mean, we're obviously going to get above JY's team. It's awful. But I mean,
Oh man.
we're okay with being third right now. It seems like so everything else is just extra.
No.
So the clown car feels like there's some tension here. What do you think, Father?
I know. I think this is a sick team, honestly. Like Nesh, Gypsy, Red Duck. I mean, dude, everyone on here is sick as hell. I mean, I got picked last. No hard feelings or anything, but I think I'm a pretty solid value pick for last pick too. So I'm not too worried about it, honestly. 2v2s, I have no idea what the hell's going on there, but we're gonna win all the 1v1s for sure. And yeah, I'm not worried about any of the other teams at all.
All right, let's get the most important opinion. Gypsy, come on, bring it on. Bring on the heat, baby.
Wait 1 sec. I'm finishing my Capri Sun.
Gypsy notably did say if you want to win, don't pick Terran, and is now on a team with 4 Terrans,
But
which
he
is
did
most
also
of the
choose,
Terrans in the tournament.
right. He did also choose Nesh and Father, and he also promised to coach the whole team and ensure they would win their matches. So
True.
I think honestly, Red Duck is actually a really good player. The only reason why anyone would feel otherwise about him is because he plays the hardest race, and it's not face roll like the other 2 races. So his results aren't as consistent as other players of his skill level. But he's actually quite good, and he is Boa's brother, and StarCraft clearly runs in their blood. Machine, Nesh, and Father are 100% like underrated picks for their tiers for sure. In no world did I not think that. So we actually have a really sick team, but because we're gonna be the clown team, I feel like we're missing Telecom and Art of Turtle, unfortunately. So.
It's sad.
There are a couple of clowns notably missing. For all of you TL
We still have
denizens,
room in the
there
car.
was some.
There's plenty of room in this car. Is all I'm saying.
Unlike ASTL, there are no bonus picks here, so you're stuck with the car you got.
All right.
yeah. All right.
So
That
I
is,
think Gypsy played the reverse psychology card here, letting you guys know he's a man that thinks 10 moves ahead of time. So
Playing 5-dimensional Chinese checkers.
All right, so we're hearing some mind games were used to get this team. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hear from Jaeyoon's team.
JY, we're hoping it's mind games. Everyone else is ragging on you, man.
Dude, that's because they don't know, man. Like, honestly, okay, all right. Jokes and trash talk aside, right? Tom Brown is a really good Zerg player. I think everyone's nuts. And I think people are also nuts for sleeping on Hot Dog Water. I think she's like a really strong player and a good 2-on-2 pick. Eason is so underrated that I didn't know who he was, but he was vouched by Hawk. So I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I feel like we have a good shot. I think we could I think we have a lot of good minds here. We could put together some strategies. Maybe I'll even come back to Zerg for this. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. What do you think, Hawk?
Yeah, I like this team a lot. I think we're probably gonna lose, but hopefully we can collect some notable wins along the way.
Punching though, right?
What was that?
No, we're gonna go down, but it's gonna be fun.
Oh, we're gonna embarrass some people here, and that's
It's
what
gonna
matters.
be nuts, and it's gonna be so fun, and we're gonna have so much fun doing it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast.
Yes.
We all know that North American StarCraft is about creating and bruising ego, so seems like you guys are in the right spot here.
That's all we care about. You know what I mean? Like we're already the underdogs, right? So it doesn't matter if we lose, but as long as we could just embarrass some people, that'll be good.
So you're saying that you officially have nothing to lose in this tournament. You're all here for the embarrassment and the clowning.
Yeah, I guess so. But I think we have a good team though. I think people will be surprised. All jokes aside, all memes aside, I think people will be surprised.
Yeah, look, don't listen to Jay Yoon. You guys can, sleep in. Don't practice if you're up against us. We're just clowns here, okay?
Yeah,
You guys don't need to worry.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. We don't have any chance.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we've heard from all our teams here. I will go ahead. I think that's me and Packrat left. Thank you guys all for tuning into this event. I hope you enjoyed the live draft. It was a lot of fun. I think. Did you enjoy yourself, Packrat?
Oh, I had a great time.
Yeah, I think it was good. I hope all the players enjoyed hanging out in the voice call while we made these picks. For those of you who haven't followed our events so far, make sure you join our Discord, because that is going to be the central place you can count on to find the announcements for all of our events. You can also check out our thread on Team Liquid, which has been very active in the last couple of days. Very spicy, yeah. And keep an eye on our Twitch. Give us a follow. And we're going to be starting this event up. Yeah, the first broadcast for this event is actually going to be, I believe, Saturday, so a week from tomorrow. The regular round is going to be best of 5, no ace match, 2v2 in the middle. We're going to be casting that from replays. We are going to try and do the finals live, so stay tuned for that. And I hope you keep tuning into our events to support the North American players in this event. Also, we do have the Matcherino. We have more than met our goals, but do consider going on our page and putting in the free 25-cent coupon. The coupon is DIVA386, and that alongside sponsor quests really help us get involved with Matcherino. So if you have a spare minute, we really appreciate that from all of you. Anyhow, I hope you all enjoyed yourself. I sure had a good time. And Packer did too. Yeah. All right. See you guys on Discord.